Hey peeps, what's up?
I'ma jump in it like this. I don't party with the kids. I get lit and I sit at the crib. You my baby, no bib.
Alright guys, so for today's video, I am going to be doing a spiritual segment. Today's the first day of Vlogmas. Whee! And since it is Saturday, well, when I'm recording this is not Saturday. It will be Saturday when I do upload this video, so it will be a Sabbath. So we're going to go ahead and do a spiritual segment for the first day of Vlogmas. As you guys know, I will be posting every single day this month until the end of the year, where I'm going to give you guys an end of the year surprise, or it's going to be a Christmas surprise. I'm not sure what day I'm going to do it yet. But yeah, and also you guys know that I'm giving away, well, you guys don't know, it's the first day of Vlogmas, but for Vlogmas I'm going to be giving away a free iPad. I'm going to have the picture of the iPad I'm giving away here, generation 6, or a free Samsung tablet, so to whoever the winner is. Now in order to be able to win either one of those, you have to be subscribed to my channel, click the like button, comment done when you're done at the bottom, and basically once you comment done, then you'll be entered into the giveaway. So yeah, and everybody who comments done, I'm gonna go through all my comments and write down everybody's name, and I'm gonna do a random shuffle where we just pick a name out of a hat or using a machine for whoever the winner is. All right, so yeah, so keep in mind, as I said, you have to subscribe to my channel. We're on the road to 1,000, so we're trying to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. So subscribe to my channel, like this video, like all my Vlogmas video, and you have to watch every single Vlogmas video. So the only people who are gonna get written down is I cannot speak. The only person who's gonna get entered into the giveaway is if you comment done under every Vlogmas video. You have to have watched every Vlogmas video for all of December. You have to be present with your girl for every day of Christmas. And if you're present every day, then I'll go ahead and enter you guys into the giveaway. But you have to be present every day of the Vlogmas video. So I have to see you in my comment section in every Vlogmas video. So, and I'm the type of person, I'm very like organized, and I like to write stuff down. So I'm going to be keeping tabs. Alright guys, so let's get right into the video. Alright, so for today's video, I think you guys can't really talk about the title. We're going to be talking about infant death. Like, not infant death per se, but like, you know, there's a lot of controversy about like whether if a baby dies as a baby, if they're going to go to heaven or hell. Now, a lot of people might not believe in heaven or hell. That's another topic for another day that we can cover later on. But for today, we're just going to be like, is that baby going to be saved? So, for one, a lot of people do believe that because of we're all born into sinful nature, like we're all born into sin, and because of the sin of Adam, we're already sinful, you know, born sinful, like, you know, even though we haven't actually committed any sins, we're born into sin. So that they say that, you know, the baby is not going to be saved because of the sin of Adam. So that child is still carrying on the sin of Adam. And there's a lot of other people who, like me, who believe. Growing up, I was taught that, you know, if you can't commit sin, then how can you not be saved for someone who hasn't committed any sins? So, I don't know. It's a bit of a controversy. A lot of people believe that you're still considered sinless, even though, like, you're considered sinless even though you were born into a world of sin because you haven't technically done anything. But since you've had all you had is a heartbeat, but you haven't actually been able to commit any acts, so you're sinless. Now, me personally, growing up, I was always taught in my church that, you know, when a child dies as a child and like is innocent, so they couldn't have done anything wrong or have no knowledge of any wrongdoing, they, you know, go based off of what your parents do. So as y'all know, I did have a stillborn. I did lose a child back in 2015, and you know, I always wondered, like, God, like, am I gonna see her in heaven? Like, you know, are we gonna meet again? Like, what's gonna happen? You know, like, is she good? You know? So I've always wondered. So I'm like, you know, because growing up, I was always taught, like, you know, based off of what I do as a parent, that's how God is gonna judge that child. And there's a verse in the Bible that they use to back that up, which is Psalms 103 verse 17. And I brought my Bible with me. We brought the holy book today. I only read King James versions because a lot of the new translated versions translate things that is not what the Bible was trying to say. So I try to stick to like the older versions of the Bible so that I can be able to pray and get the proper translations about what is meant to get out of that verse. So we're gonna go to Psalm 103 verse 17. I should have had this open already. Look at God already got open right straight on Psalm. It says, but the mercy of the Lord is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him, and his righteousness unto children's children. So if you're a child of God and his righteousness is through you, it would also be through your child. Like, if you have that righteousness, your child will have that righteousness. Not saying that if my child grow up and feel like he want to go and act a fool in the world, that God's gonna be like, well, you know, since your mama is saved, you're gonna be saved. No, that's not how it goes. Like, you're already born into the righteousness, since I am a righteous individual. But I'm not sure how righteous I was when I had my daughter. So hopefully it doesn't go by when you had the person. I hope it goes by like how you ended your life, because your girl was wild. Let's clear that up. I was not wild like loose, you know, because I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, oh, she was, you know, on that. No, I wasn't on that. I was wild as in like, I was free spirited. Like, I was just the type of person, like, I went through that phase where I started to like question God and be like, you know, what's really real and what's really not. Like, the devil almost had me in his hand, and I was like, my mom was like, no sir, I'm praying for my daughter and she's gonna come right back, and I came right back. So, and I brought my family with me this time. So yeah, so, you know, I just went through a little phase where I was like, you know what, let me experience life, let me go to parties, let me hang out with friends, let's see what the clubs look like, and you know, things like that. And like, during that time is when I got pregnant with my daughter, like when I was still, you know, trying to enjoy life. So, but then like after, you know, I went through all of that, I sort of calmed down a little bit. Like after losing her, I was like, okay, like I need to chill. Like, this was a knock to the head, like, you know. So, but anyways, that's not the purpose of this video. So yeah, so basically, you know, that verse says like, you know, there's righteousness through his children's children, and you are a child of God if, you know, you're going by God's will and reading his word and, you know, asking for salvation and, you know, have your complete faith in him. So, you know, you're God's child. So if they're a child of God's child, which is you, then, you know, your baby should be good, from my understanding of that verse. Now, you may understand it somewhere another way, which is fine, but you know, from what I understand and from what I grew up learning. Now, not everything that I grew up learning that I ran with, because there's a lot of things that I grew up learning and I'm like, okay, this don't even sound right. And I had to go and do my own research and pray on it on my own and find my own scriptures to be like, okay, that was wrong, this is what this is. So, but that one specifically, you know, I found a couple verses. Well, I'm not gonna say a couple, it was hard for me to find verses. I only found 2. The second verse that I want to tell you guys about is 2 Samuel 12. Verse 22 to 23. And like, for you guys who are familiar with the Bible, you'll know that that's the story of David. And, you know, like, real quick to go over the story of David. David basically became king, had his best friend killed so that he can sleep with his wife and it won't be considered adultery. Well, scratch that. David slept with the wife, tried to get his best friend to sleep with her, so that, because she was pregnant, so that he can be like, hey, look, that's your baby. And the best friend was like, no, why would I go home and sleep with my wife? And, you know, my homies are in war right now. Like, they sleeping on the streets, you know, ride or die. I'm sleeping on the streets with them. So he wouldn't do it. So David was like, you know what, just put him in the front lines, have him dead. I'm going to have my baby with her. I'm going to marry her, and yeah, blase, blase. And God was like, no, 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 honey. You think you're going to commit murder, commit adultery? And what else did he do? Yeah, I think it's murder and adultery. Like, you think you're going to commit these sins and then, oh, life is going to be great? No, sweetheart. That baby is not going to live. Like, God basically told him, like, you know, the baby's not going to survive. He's not going to live. And it's because of your sinful acts. Like, it's because of what you do to get him here and the whole 9 yards. So, in that verse, you know, David was fasting. He was like, Lord, help me. Like, you know, please, I'm begging for your forgiveness. Like, you know, he was praising, he was fasting, worshiping, begging God to not, you know, do it. And God was like, look, this has to be done. Like, you shouldn't have taken that route in the first place. Like, and mind you, that man was David's best friend. David's best friend. That goes to show you, like, trust is like this small in this world. Like, it could be your right hand man. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, trust, it's crazy, because that was his best friend. So, reading the verse, 2 Samuel 12, verse 22 to 23, I just want to focus on this specific part of the verse, because after the child dies, and everyone's like, oh, you were fasting, you know, before the child died, and you were worshiping and doing all of this, but now the child's dead, you're eating, you're happy. Like, how are you happy after the child has died? which for one, God always says, like, you know, let the dead be dead. Don't mourn over them. Like, it happened. It's done. Let it be what it is. You know, rejoice them while they're alive. Cry while they're alive. Get those moments in while that person's alive, not while they're dead, because that's not going to accomplish nothing, which is hard because, you know, when someone dies, it hurts. That hurts. So, but the verse says, and he said, while the child was yet alive, I fasted and wept, for I said, who can I tell whether God will be gracious to me that that child may live? But now he is dead, wherefore should I fast? Can I bring him back again? I shall go to him, but he shall not return to me. So he's like, you know, when the child was alive, I'm like, you know what, let me try to do what it do. So, you know, God, please don't take his life. But now that the child's dead, he was like, that child can't go come back. Like, it's the done deal. We got to move on with life. But, you know, one day he can't come back to me, but one day I will return to him. Like, I will go to him. He can't return to me, but one day I will go to him. So with that being said, that's basically David's way of saying, like, yeah, we're gonna meet again in heaven. I'm gonna see I'm gonna see my dog again in heaven. I'm gonna see him again. Cause David knew, well known, like, I'm a man of God. Like, yeah, I sin. Everybody falls short of the glory of God, but I am the man of God. So I know I'm gonna be saved. So I know I will see my son, because my son has nothing to do with the sins that I've committed. You know, at the end of the day, yeah, he came out of sin, but it wasn't his fault. He has no knowledge of it. And the fact that I'm going to try to continue living righteously, I know that God is going to have my child is also going to be a righteous child. So we will see again in heaven. So that's another verse that kind of backs up the whole, like, you know, where your infant is going to end up, you know, or like what's going to be of him or her, like, you know, after they die. Like, now, if you're a person who don't believe in God, who don't believe in the Bible, who don't believe in heaven and hell, obviously this video is not for you. So, you know, don't come in my comment section talking foolishness, or don't come in my, because a lot of y'all be scared to be on my YouTube comments. I don't know why. So y'all go through my Instagrams to talk reckless. Don't come in my Instagram DMs talking reckless, okay? Because just don't do it. Because if you don't believe in this is not your, leave it to the people who believe. Don't, like, stay in your place, okay? Stay with your atheist self in your atheist world, living your atheist life. Like, if that's how you live, if you non-believer, whatever you are, just stay where you at, okay? So, yeah. Now, if you guys have any other questions or concerns, I'll try to do as much more research as I can on this topic. If you have any other questions or comments or anything you want to say, don't be afraid to leave them down in the comment section below. I hope that I was thorough enough and you guys understand what I was saying and nothing is taken out of context. I'm not saying that your baby isn't going to hell. For those of you who are thinking that, at the end of the day, it's up to God. You know, God's the judge. No one can say anything. It's up to God. So all I'm telling you is just, you know, I'm just giving you the word, and I'm giving you, I'm not gonna say my opinions, but God's words through me. Let's say it that way. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell button to be notified, and make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and comment under every video for Vlogmas so that you can win that iPad or tablet for Christmas. Well, it's gonna be for New Year's, because you gotta like and comment the videos up until December 31st, sweetheart. So you say you get that New Year's present, or you know what else, and then we'll announce the winner within the first week of January, because of course I'm not gonna be able to do all of that January 1st. So within the first week of January, we'll announce the winner. So don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell button to be notified, and comment down below done when you're done, or comment whatever questions or concerns or whatever you might have down in the comment section below. All right, and don't forget to tell a friend so they can tell a friend so they can tell a friend so they can tell another friend so that friend could come back and watch me. And don't try to be slick, y'all, and just go to every one of my videos and be like, done, 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 and not watch the video. Like, I don't know. YouTube tells me, like, if my videos are being watched or not. So let's be smart and actually watch the videos, okay? Okay. All right. See you guys next time. Until next time, peeps.